Hello everyone, I'm Father Michael McAndrew from St. Francis of Assisi Parish here in Marshalltown, Iowa. And I once heard it said that a kindergarten classroom is all about classroom management. It's only about teaching these disciplines and routines of how to get through the day. And I wouldn't want to diminish it to that, but I think that's a huge part of when we go to school for the first time, that we learn all of these different routines, these disciplines, how to interact with other people other than our families, because it's the first time that we do that in our lives. So I give big kudos to all those kindergarten teachers out there who basically are teaching people how to interact with other people. And I think that's a good analogy for what God does for us here on earth, that He has a certain pedagogy, a way of teaching us how to live as we should, and showing us that throughout the Bible we see it. And so we see in the book of Exodus that God gives the 10 Commandments to the people, the children of Israel, through Moses on Mount Sinai. And those 10 Commandments are, do not do this. You shall not take the name of the Lord's name in vain. You shall not steal. You shall not commit adultery. You shall not covet. And so those are all these sort of negative things. And it's the way that God is teaching His people over our history, showing us what we should refrain from. And then today in our gospel, we hear the Beatitudes. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be satisfied. So he's kind of saying, blessed are these people. So these people who do these things, they are blessed, they are fortunate. These people who hunger and thirst for righteousness, who long to see things set right in the world. Those who mourn for the reality of sin and death in our world, for they will be comforted. So it goes from just being a negative, thou shalt not, to blessed are those who do this. So God's pedagogy goes from telling us not only what not to do, so the 10 Commandments still hold for us, but to what we should do, to be blessed, to be like God. Because the Beatitudes are all about how God works. We hear Jesus giving these, so He's the one who's saying that it's blessed to do these things. So it's blessed to be these ways that are like Jesus. So I think it's a good lesson for us who are trying to become saints. That is our call, my brothers and sisters, to be saints. Not to be just a good person, which is kind of a boring life when you think about it. I'm just going to not offend anybody. But no, to be saints, to be people who strive for holiness, people who really want to make the world a better place, people who hunger and thirst for righteousness, who want to see peace in the world and to work for that peace. So we are called to be saints, and to do that we must follow, or the greatest example we have to follow is Jesus and His teaching, especially here with the Beatitudes. So my friends, let us be people of beatitude today, those fortunate people who really hunger and thirst to see the world transformed by the love of Christ in all that we do. And God bless you.